We on? Hey, morning everybody. Welcome back to the Shimmy Show. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy back in this laundry day. So, fuck with me while I do my laundry. Actually, I've already washed it. I'm just putting it out to dry here. So, in Thailand, basically people don't have dryers. It's very common if you look upon everyone's balcony, they're hanging up. They wash their shit and they hang them up to air dry. It's literally 105 degrees outside or something, 40 degrees Celsius in the fucking daytime. So in an hour or two, your shit's dry. So fuck with me while I do my shit here. Hope you guys are doing well back in North America, Western Hemisphere, or whatever. Today, what can we talk about while I do the laundry? Well, aside from the fact that the machine, it ate some of my quarters today, I need to learn how to read Thai. I read the machine only takes 10 baht coins, and I'm steady plunking in 5 baht coins, and the shit just devoured them. And I thought the machine was cheating me till I actually looked at the writing carefully enough and determined I was using the wrong coins for it. So go figure. So anyway, yeah, man. Here's an interesting topic here, just off the top of my head here. Over the years, a lot of people they've questioned and criticized why fly in my face like an African Ethiopian. Why is it that I pay girls for their company? Okay. When in most people's imaginations and their fantasy world, they don't have to. And my answer to that is, I think that everybody's time is worth something. You know, I've had girlfriends before, I've been married before, and I've come to learn this lesson that if you don't compensate a girl for her time, either with money or labor, toil, sweat, psychology, therapy, I don't know. It's like, if there's no form of equity, equity, if there's no equity, if you haven't given anything of yourself to that girl, in addition to just being yourself, I feel like there's like this air of entitlement kind of lurking around, right? So just coming from the fact that I've always paid and hired girls for my video work, I carry that on to my personal life. And I do compensate girls just like I would pay for a massage or whatever. I consider it just like I'm paying a mechanic to work on my car. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you don't compensate people for their time, they're going to have some air of entitlement around them. Like, basically, like they're going to feel like you owe them something, or they're going to feel like they're basically being used or exploited. And that's not a good thing or whatever. And oftentimes, even when you do pay certain girls, they still feel like they're worth more or owed more or whatever. I personally prefer to just pay the price up front so there's no emotional strings and whatnot attached to whatever. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people in relationships go through the jealousy, oh, you're cheating on me, oh, you're spending time with her, oh, who's that in your phone, who are you talking to, etc. Because the girl feels like shortchanged, that she hasn't got any value for the time that she's put into the relationship. Your time as a guy don't really count for shit, unfortunately. It's not weighted the same way. So I feel like, just to be fair, you know, most of the time, probably 85 to 90% of the time, for a girl that spend time with me, I compensate her for her time, you know, and companionship, this, that, and however you want to factor it or whatever. But there's some equitable exchange of time, goods, services, or something, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise, I don't want to be getting these phone calls in the middle of the night talking about all somebody's goddamn problems about how you need such and such a money for this and that and the other. You know, I'd rather just be that guy to be like, no, I can't help you with that, but I can put something on it if you come over, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And this is how I've kind of just built up a network of girls that I'm cool with or whatever. I don't get exploited by girls. I don't get used by girls. I'm willing to give a little bit in exchange for a little bit. are willing to give this much in exchange for this much. But there's no, I don't feel like I have any predatory females in my life, basically, because of this, you know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of guys that disagree with what I do, they'll say that what I'm doing is called tricking, so to speak, or whatever. You can call it whatever the fuck you want to, but I don't have girls throwing cinder blocks through my goddamn windshield, okay? I used to have bitches key my car, do all kinds of like just devious shit because they felt like I owed them something, or they're entitled, or they'd rob the house, steal my camera, steal the computer, steal the PlayStation, do whatever they think they can do to like even out the fucking score in their mind or whatever. I don't have those problems anymore. Those are like problems from my 20s and 30s. You know, I'm in my 40 now, so fuck it or whatever. So anyway, fuck with me while I do my laundry to hang it up here or whatever. Yeah, man. Life is good here. Life is good when you're not being like just exploited, basically, bled dry slowly by someone, you know, sleeping with the goddamn enemy, claiming that they love you. Oh my God, it smells so good once you use Downy fabric softener in this shit. See, one thing I did learn from my ex-wife in Canada, she was a fucking fabric softener junkie, and she always would use fucking expensive-ass fabric softeners. I just use Downy and whatever cheap detergent, but I have to have softener or my clothes don't have the same, you know, lavenderish fucking smell to them. So you can learn a lot from girls. You can learn a lot from living with girls. And I've learned most of my cleaning habits and domestic shit or whatever from like my married days, this and that and the other. So today is actually my house cleaning day, laundry day and house cleaning day. So hanging up all this shit here. How we do it. By the way, you guys wonder, I had to wash all these goddamn cheerleader uniforms again. You guys watch my other channels if you want to know what happens with these things. But there is a reason for the season. Best believe that, playboy. Believe that, the Shimmy show is in effect. Frisco to Maine, all the way to Spain, like RP said. Rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I haven't been wearing a lot of my Thailand clothes lately here. I find that in general, I'm treated better when I wear my clothes purchased in America, even though the clothes in Thailand are a great bargain and the quality of them is good. It's like if you wear stuff here that is manufactured here, people know it because they have the same shit. So I tend to wear my 5 or 6 decent clothes from US here, my Calvin Klein shirts, polo shirts, Levi's jeans. You know, you just get treated with a little bit more respect when you wear clothes from the West versus clothes purchased here. I don't understand their logic, actually, but, you know, I guess they treat people who are fresh off the plane looking better than they do people who they know who are already on the ground here. So that is what it is, man. It is what it is. For real. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Yeah, man. So I think one thing that I'll do for this video, actually, I'm going to put up a thumbnail. You know, on like YouTube, you can put thumbnails of the videos or whatever up. I went to a tiger park, was it last year? No, 2 years ago, actually. My hair was rather short back then. I went to a tiger park here in Jomtien, Pattaya 2 years ago, and there's like a lot of photos of me playing with tigers or whatever. I like tigers, you know. Even though I don't have any pets, I really do like animals. I always espouse the point that I'm a monkey, humans are monkeys, and whatever. And a lot of people ask me over the years, weren't you afraid to get in the cage with the tigers or whatever? And they were female tigers, by the way. And I'm like, not at all. Well, why would I be? I know that they're fed. They're not starving. They're not there to view me as a protein food source. So why would I be afraid of the tigers? You know what I'm saying? Fucking tiger lives there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going there to fuck with it or poke it or chew on its ankle or nothing like that. So why would it fuck with me? So there's a lot of pictures of me laying down with tigers, just fucking around with them, giving them back massages. And there's multiple tigers in this fucking cage, right? And you can see people in the background just staring in awe, like with their mouth wide fucking open, like I can't believe that black man just climbed in the cage with the fucking tigers, you know? Most people when they go there, they have the tiger restrained with the fucking chains around their neck, and they got the fucking electrical shock thing at the ready for the fuckers. And I'm like, hey, no, you don't need to do all that shit here. I'm cool with the tiger, man. It's like I walked into the cage with them. I kneeled down, crouched down, and got down on their level, moved and approached them slowly, didn't startle them, and I just like animals. What the fuck? I'm an animal too. So I bring this point up to make a point about women exactly. In many instances, and basically a woman that's in survival, like basically a broke woman that doesn't have any resources or nothing coming in, so to speak, or nothing really going on for herself, she might be more dangerous, and probably is more dangerous than, much more dangerous than the motherfucking tiger in the cage or whatever. Or you can actually compare the two. You know, a starving, hungry tiger, you know, is equivalent to basically a broke woman with kind of like hanging by a thread, basically. You know what I'm saying? It's a very dangerous situation to get involved in. So while you guys are out there worrying about me in the tiger cage, you should be worrying about your girlfriend, wife, or whoever who might not have the way to make that connection for ends, for something vital. Goddamn utility bill, electric bill, phone bill, rent, mortgage, car, something that's crucial to her. You know what I'm saying? That's the dangerous tiger, the one that's probably in your fucking bed right now. I've been in this situation before and I know what it's like or whatever, right? So, wow, man, I'll take my chances here with the fucking tigers. Like Tony Montana said on Scarface, you know, she's a tiger, man. She's a tiger. Ah, man. Yeah, I feel much safer in the company of the fucking tigers than I do with just a starving, thirsty woman that doesn't have anyone else to reach her tentacles out into. Desperate people do a lot of things in desperation, man. If people can't eat, they're gonna see you as that protein source, and they're gonna just fucking take a chomp out of your arm without giving a fuck about what you think or your fucking feelings or what your plan or goals in life are or whatever. So that's a real danger in dealing with basically girls who are unemployed, who don't have a business for themselves, who don't have a ebb and flow kind of thing going in life or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's a really dangerous situation to get involved in. I've been there, done that, and it's the reality of life for a lot of women or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just due to their own basically lack of planning or whatever. You know, everyone can wake up in the morning. We've all got the same 24 hours in the day, so there's nothing actually stopping anyone, man or woman, from really doing the same shit that I do. You know, you guys could do the exact fucking thing that I do. You could shoot the same movies, you could buy this place, you could move here, you could buy the same goofy ass headphones, you could do this goddamn show. There's nothing stopping you from doing this. You're the only limitation that's preventing you from being the next Shimmy, if you want to be. Not that that's anything to glorify or whatever. Fuck, my life is hardly anything to glorify. But it's like many people just don't put forth the effort of doing the same shit. You know what I'm saying? They'd rather just yoink and get your shit. But they don't realize that there's a lot of planning and years of sacrifice and dedication and shaming and shit that you got to go through just to be me. And people don't want to do that. They just want the results or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like fat people want to lose weight, but they don't want to go through the pain. Or poor people want to be rich, but they don't want to go through the pain. They want to continue with their same destructive spending habits or their same destructive eating habits or their same destructive health habits. You know, it's like, well, I mean, there's got to be some give and take, man. I don't just wake up fucking healthy. I don't just wake up in a condo for no fucking reason. I wake up because I started a business some time ago and I've run it. And I said, God damn it, whatever everyone else thinks, I'm going to do whatever I need to do to get where I need to be. Give a fuck what family thinks, give a fuck what friends think, give a fuck what frenemies think, or what the fuck society in general thinks, because they're not me and they're not thinking or planning my life 10 years down the road or whatever, 20 years down the road, 30 years down the road, 40 years down the road. They might not have shit in plan for me. You know, they might be planning to lock me in a motherfucking box under the ground and worms to eat me in the next 3 or 4 years. I disagree with that plan, so I'm going to alter that shit and do what needs to be done, right? You know, I got many more full moon parties to go to, as my shirt says, in Penang. So, like, yeah, man, this is, you know, just consider that I'm not, normally this time of day, okay, if I were in California still, I would be sitting 20 years ago, literally, 1999, while I was in Florida, in 97, 98, I was sitting in a traffic jam, literally 21 years ago, sitting in a traffic jam in SF Bay Area. I lived in Union City, California, and I would commute to my work and school in San Francisco. You know, SFSU University. I worked at the computer lab and went to school there, right? So this is like literally a 20-mile drive from my house to the school or whatever. And this would take literally like 2 hours most mornings in traffic. And it wouldn't matter unless you left before 5 a.m. It literally was like a 2-hour commute, right? For 20 miles. That means I'm going at average speed of only 10 miles an hour. Huh? Do you know that my running race pace is literally like 9.5, 9.8 miles per hour? Like literally I could run there on my fucking shoes at about and arrive at the same time as I did in motherfucking traffic there in California. This shit is just atrocious, right? So, you know, you burn up a quarter to a half a tank of gas just idling because your car burns more idling and stop and go, stop and go. You're killing the fucking car. Car's overheating, everything's taxed. Got to buy another one soon. And it's like, this is life? This is what some people do for the next 20, 30, 40 years? Oh, no. This isn't going to fly very well with me. You know what I'm saying? If the car is dead in a year or two, what does that mean it's doing to my body? Sucking up all these goddamn exhaust fumes, a million fucking cars on the fucking road, wasting away the hours of my life. This is before broadband internet or mobile internet, before YouTube. All you could do is pop a CD in your fucking shit. Back when CDs would skip even. You know, you could play some music and zone out for a couple hours and maybe shave while you're in traffic. That's the fuck of a life, man. Damn. So glad I don't have to do that rat race shit anymore. If you're still doing this like rat race commute shit in 2019, if you got girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. You know, you got to get out of that grind, man. It's so fucking destructive to your just vitality, man. That shit just, it prematurely ages you. You know, anybody that has to still work in their fucking 40s and they've been working since their 20s, that's 20 years on the grind, you fucked up somewhere along the line. Seriously. You should actually own multiple properties by now. You should have a primary residence, a fucking vacation home, a rental property, a couple of businesses, even if you had several marriages and divorces and whatever. By now, nigga, you should have some shit established for yourself. Okay. I've got some little bullshit movie library that people shame me for all my life. It pays me. But I'm just saying, I even should have more. I should have fucking laundromats. I should own a fucking condo complex like this by now. I should have a corner store, a 7-Eleven franchise, motherfucking Dunkin' Donuts, anything. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, once you get to a certain age in life, it's almost like, at least for a man, you're expected to have certain things going for yourself, you know? Now, I'm deficient in some areas. I don't have a Rolex on my arm because I don't like jewelry. I don't like gold. I don't just like shit touching my body. Even the earphones on my ears that bother me at the moment. But I'm just saying, it's like there's certain milestones you got to get to in life. You know what I'm saying? There's this shit that you should have, even if you've been through the marriage, divorce, rape process or whatever. You should still have something going for yourself. It would be a shame for you to be a 40-year-old man for you to not have any fucking assets at all. Like none. Like no properties, no stocks, securities, no shit abroad, no shit domestically, no business. My nigga, you should have put out a couple rap CDs by now if you're black. It's like, you should have wrote a couple books by now. The clock's ticking, man. You're 40 years old, you have less than 15,000 days left on this planet if you live till age 82. So use those 15,000 days wisely if you're 40 years old and you're listening to me right now. If you're younger than me, you have more time on your side, but that doesn't mean that you should delay and fuck off or whatever. Plan for when you're my age. You know, this is my older self talking to my younger self, talking to my future self, you know. Plan for shit. Plan for shit. This is Shimmy from The Shimmy Show, hashtag The Shimmy Show. Signing out in 2019. They say never say the year, but it's 2019, motherfuckers. So I do play these things back years later down the road. Hope that my advice has been of some use to you guys. And signing out from Thailand, Sawadee-ka. Finish hanging up my laundry. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily need a girl to do my laundry for me. I learned how to do my own fucking laundry. For real. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening, guys. And for you guys, remember where it all came from and where it started from 10 years ago. I put the sticker on my air conditioner. Wow, dropped the phone. Don't forget where it started, brother. Can we see the sticker? Can we see the sticker? Yeah, we can, Indian girls. Sawadee-ka, motherfuckers. Signing out. Peace and hair grease. Later.